All right, we're live. We are live. Day 8, feeling great. Oh my gosh. The first week was crazy hard. Today is a lot easier. I'm not going to like jinx it by saying that it's going to stay that way, but yeah, it is a lot easier. This morning in prayer, it was pretty solid. I am getting a lot more comfortable with my words. Actually, I speak a lot better to God than I speak to you guys now. Let's just say. All right, I'm more awkward with you fools. No, you guys aren't fools. You guys are my friends. I hope everybody's doing wonderful today. I hope you are digging your day. I hope that you are having a good time. That everything is going smooth. Of course, that's never going to happen on any given day in life, but I still hope for you. All right. Um, Anybody who's here watching right now, I want to thank you for showing up. I know I usually tell you that I'm going live when I'm going live, like on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But me and my friend Tony,
What's up, guys?
who is here hanging out with me. We were just in a silly conversation that's engrossing. So we were just like talking smack and I didn't really have time to do much promotion. So hopefully you catch this after the fact. Those of you who are interested, you guys got the rough 1 hour notice at least. I know that. So hopefully you guys are going to show up. I guess after saying all that, it wouldn't kill me to bring up Twitter and say we're live, right? Right? I guess that wouldn't kill me.
Isn't that how you get the views?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You never know. You never know.
I got to learn all this.
Yeah, it's not that hard, unless you're like technically inept.
I'm fortunate that I'm old, even though you're older, and my kids are technically.
Well, you got to tell
savvy.
everybody I'm older.
Man,
You're
hey, bro.
I'm like
I was feeling. Hold
I'm
on,
a
hold
year
on,
older.
Hold on, but
I'm a year older.
I was feeling bad about the gray in my beard until I show. Hey, so we go back a lot of years. Let me tell you, me and Drew.
In the late when you're in your late 40s, right? When you're in your late 40s, a little older.
Hey, we're looking at 50, bro. We're looking at 50, and that's scary. But anyway, Drew and I go back.
I can't see 50 yet, man. It's too far away.
Drew and I go back a long ways. We've known each other since I was about 8 or 9, and he was 9 or 10 or whatever. But anyway, from back in the neighborhood, growing up, long before I became a mountain hillbilly. Anyway, so I'm out there doing my thing, and my kids, thank God, they're technically savvy, and stumbled across this newfangled thing called internet that he's telling me has been out there longer than since yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. Because I'm doing my thing, trying to produce a show that I'm getting ready to do, and me not knowing a gosh darn thing. I don't want to say anything wrong. Drew's showing me how these shows and all that stuff work. So being growing up in the neighborhood, I've reached out to him, and he's been nice enough and brought me in to show me how this whole platform works to run this stuff. I enjoy talking a lot, talking to a lot of people. The other night I was able to ramble on for like, I don't know, 57 or 58 minutes because I'm that full of myself. It's actually funny because Drew produced a show a bunch of years ago. Man, that's been a long time, bro. When he was doing, I'm sure you still produce other stuff as well as this, of that comedy skit that we did. And that oh my God, when family members of mine find out about that, I swear to God, the views go up like ding, 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 ding. And it's funny because a lot of my friends that don't know me look at me, and some of my friends call me a hillbilly, and there's a reason why. I live in the mountains, and just recently, I'm actually from California. I grew up in Fresno, California. So when I say I'm a hillbilly, people, I take pride in that, actually. But I've just recently.
He's not a real hillbilly, but he's going to transform into one.
I'm Appalachia impaired.
This fool is moving to Kentucky. He's gonna be a real hillbilly because that's where they are.
So I'm in the middle of producing.
Just remember to brush your teeth.
Oh, hey,
and watch out! Watch out from the revenuers.
I still got all my teeth, guys. Hey, but let's not make fun of that. My thing is that's one thing that I vowed to do about moving to Kentucky in the Appalachia area is I vowed to not, because one of the things when I did a lot of my research before I did this and stuff, and people, you can watch this, we're documenting it and we're trying to actually get a lot of followers because I'm one of these people.
I want you to shut up and notice that this guy here, Ace. What's up, man? Thank you, brother.
Hail, peeps.
Edwin the Ace launches January 31st. Acevedo. He changes his username to help promote. I think that's very effective. And I tease him for it.
Well, right. Hey, I'm shameless plugs. You got to do it. And that, you know what? That's advertising, and people on the outside don't understand.
I hope you changed your name on February, dude. I really, really hope you do. I really hope you change your name in February, because it'll be a little passe if you don't, man. No, Ace is really, really cool. He's a friend of mine. He has a comic book coming out on the 31st. If his username didn't already communicate that for you, it is actually called The Ace. It looks really fun. It should be cool. So, and his channel right now, if you search, just Edwin the Ace, likely you'll find him on YouTube. You don't have to write all that. That's a lot to type into the search at YouTube, let me tell you. But yeah, he's a cool dude. He actually did me a cool favor, and I was whining about my views and how I never got to 1,000.
Did he share and shoot you some?
He shot me like a buttload of views. I went from like 979 yesterday to 1,003 today.
That's huge.
So yeah,
that's huge.
I woke up to that discovery.
That's nice.
And that's super
nice.
awesome.
So
thanks, bro. I seriously appreciate it.
Hey, and you know what? I'm learning about all that kind of stuff too, because I make the joke that the internet, was invented yesterday. I know a little bit about the internet and stuff, but obviously Drew knows a lot more stuff. But once again, you got to play to your role, and my role in life is a mountain person, and that's the show that we're producing. And Edwin the Ace launches. That's genius. I gotta come up. See, that's tactics that I gotta learn. So that's pretty cool. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, Edwin's a cool dude. All right, so back to topic. Yeah, we are on day 8. The praying has been going really good. I have been reading about prayer, also as getting deeper into it. And I mean, it really don't need, I don't believe it's an absolute necessity that you follow like regimented prayer. But it is important that you have some kind of outline and guide for yourself. You know what I mean? Oh wait, he says you can just type in drawing aces and my channel will come up. So yeah, do that. Type in drawing aces.
Drawing aces.
Yeah. So what I've learned, biggest picture, and I'm sure that there'll be more stuff that I learned. I just didn't happen to learn something absolutely epiphany like this morning. But what I have learned that's the biggest thing so far is that you can pray to God in passing, and like a car doesn't hit you, you're like, thank you God, oh my God, thank you, oh my God, thank you. That's, you're praying to God then, you know what I mean? You may not be as authentic in all those cases, but those kind of prayers are important and they're good. But when you have alone time where you set aside a time, you got the Bible, you got understanding that you're like going to be removing all distractions, sitting there, getting your mind on God, finding focus, letting God just like make sure you feel the presence of God, which is pretty much possible for everybody. I can't tell you how to do that. Just like like when people say like, explain to me why you follow God. I'm like, that would be impossible, man. You would have to experience
Everybody has their own individual journey.
Yeah, you would have to experience it to understand. You would just have to experience what I have experienced to understand
Sure.
it, because it's not like because of the Bible saying this or because of this occurrence in the world. No, it's the way he's worked in my life. It's that.
Yeah, the ups and downs and the
Yeah.
highs and lows and the experiences that you had and how you've seen and reflected how God has worked his way in those
Yeah,
instances.
I would get a little bit more specific, but like he said, everybody's got a different relationship with God, man. I mean, if God's speaking to you and he wants you to do XYZ over here, he's gonna indicate that, and if you don't listen, he's gonna probably make it happen without you realizing it. But God gives you free will, but he's still in control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He lets you make the decisions, but he knows that you're just what your decision is before you even made it. So it's hard to explain unless you have a relationship with God like that. But most, a good Christian person that truly does leave it to God. That's what I find myself and my wife. We've always said is, I give it to God. And it's funny because I'm one of those people that gets really upset and really mad and really anxious, really easy. I mean, I get, why'd that person do that? Or why can't I just have this? Or why? But I find that when I just tell myself, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give it to God. I find so much comfort in that. And I find myself doing it with the bigger and bigger things in my life. The older I get is like buying a house, if we're supposed, and it's bad because I'm one of those people that I want instant gratification. When I want to go buy a car, I want to go buy the one I want right now. I want it. It's the typical thing that we've fed ourselves for so many years. With society and stuff. So I'm the same way with things, thank God I have that same drive with God. I want it. And he sees that and knows that and stuff. But it's funny how with such an anxious, I can find so much just, I'm comfortable and not knowing when I give it to God. So
Yeah, I've known Tony since we were pups, and
nice.
yeah, and he's going to be starting his own channel about homesteading and stuff. So he's really excited about that. So if he starts going and talking like homesteading stuff in his channel, and he's going to be doing that, it's just because it's really on his mind right now.
Yeah, and it's because honestly, people, I feel God. I shared a moment that I had with Drew, and I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or whatever. I don't know how emotional you get in life and stuff, but I had an emotional moment where I was literally driving my truck down the highway going home, and it's a long drive from where I was down here in the valley up to the mountains where I live, and just literally erupted into tears and just started crying, sobbing over good feelings and upset feelings and confused feelings. And I had a flood of emotion going through me, so much so that it compelled me to really look within myself and say, you know what? You feel God reaching out to you and calling you. Who I'm about to get emotional right now.
Little girl.
So much so that's how I feel about God calling me to move to Kentucky and do this. And it's crazy because to uproot your life and move to 1,800 miles away with a whole farm and go homestead because you feel like God's driving you there is a pretty crazy thing. So yeah. So
Yeah, Tony came by to hang out for a minute. We haven't seen each other in a while, and the lucky dog picked up one of the first copies of
you guys don't even
chapter
know what
2
I got
in his hands.
You guys,
he's got himself a whole complete set of posters.
I got bragging rights, but hey, I've known him since I was 8 years old, man. So sorry, guys.
And he's got a Captain Love T-shirt going home with him.
I know you guys are loyal followers, and here's the thing: is I can see the packages where all your guys' stuff's at right now. It is literally next to the mail chute going out. All of his stuff that he has filed in and out for all of his content coming in. He's got piles of stuff that are incoming for books that are coming in and posters and all the stuff that he's packaging up to send out to you guys. And right next to his desk right here where he's going live to talk to you guys is a whole pack of stuff. And when I came by, and it just so happens that I come by on a whim because we don't really see each other but every few years. We talk, well, on his things or whatever, we'll message each other back and forth, but actually seeing each other because I live a little ways away, we don't see each other too much. But so I just happened to come in and I happened to get access to some posters and some cards and some books that I know y'all are waiting for. But I hate to say it, but while your guys' packages are in the mail, I'm going to be reading the next chapter.
It is
Yep. Did we knock something?
Yeah, I wonder how long that was. How long have we had no sound?
I don't know. Can people tell you?
It's who's ever watching here, tell me how long we've had no sound. I need to bring this up on Facebook so I can see if anybody's commenting there. I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah, you got to check. See, that's the thing about running
But
multi-platforms.
no, Facebook used to send the comments through here, and they sometimes still do.
But when you're running multi-platform at the same time like that, it sucks because you do have to. It's a job. It's a lot producing a show, going back and forth on different platforms and seeing which one's active. Or did you lose sound on all of them? Did you lose sound on one of them?
Well, it's still doing captions,
so they can read.
So it looks like there's a comment.
Now that's
who's commented. Greetings from Bolivia, from Vizio.
Bolivia.
Well, it's still doing captions.
I want some of all y'all to watch my show.
I wonder. Wait, hold on. I wonder. Okay, so.
Oh.
I don't know. I hope.
I don't think it went that long because it popped up fairly quick.
That was just funny. All right. So
anyway, like I was saying, guys, I'm looking at all the content that's getting ready to be shipped out to you guys, and like I was bragging about, sorry, but I get access to all that stuff before you guys. So
yeah. So back on topic, so this stream doesn't go forever.
I can sidetrack anything.
He's been doing it too, hasn't he? Okay, so the praying is getting solid. I really don't have anything big to report except that, like, say for instance, it's actually bleeding over the stuff that I'm getting stronger with praying directly to God every day in a private place. That's actually not only is it a good thing, I would say that it's a necessity if you're actually in your life trying to seek God. Like your relationship with God, your faith in your being a Christian is more than just fire insurance. You know what I mean? When you actually not just love God and believe in Jesus because you want to stay out of hell, but because you actually want him to work in your life.
You need him with the good times as well as the bad times.
It's not even. It's more than that, man. It's more like if you love God. I mean, if you truly love God and you're grateful for everything that He does for you, and that the inspiration He provides you, the miracles He does in your life, you know what I mean, for being involved, and you're grateful that He allows you to be in His presence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How do you say thank you to the Creator? You know what I mean? Somebody who doesn't need anything. You know what I mean? It's, the only thing He needs from you is to serve Him. You know what I mean?
Be a witness.
And then so for me personally, I wanted to let God have more control in my life physically, because my life is currently still in disaster mode. But it will get better eventually, but I don't know exactly when or how, or but it will.
It does.
It's not really a disaster. I kind of exaggerate. It just looks like one. Trust me. It's just
an explosion of books.
There is a lot of boxes in my house, and a lot of cats in my house.
Hey, I'm all good with the cats. I need a couple dozen more for my barn.
A couple dozen? Oh, mice! I got you.
Yeah.
Cats are good with bugs too.
Yeah.
They keep.
Oh, dude, they're not my cats. We've got what?
Wait! Still sidetracking me.
Yeah, I've actually got to go too soon. So
yeah, I'm trying to wrap the stream up so we can.
Well, hey, I'm sorry if I try to just jump in there and talk to people. I'm telling you, I can sidetrack anything. So, all right, do your show.
Okay, and so basically, I forgot where I was, but the point I was making is that prayer is important, and it will bleed over into praying with others. Okay, because once you are comfortable speaking to God intimately by yourself, right? It's actually a lot easier to talk to God when you're praying in a group, because you already have that that familiar intimacy in place.
Isn't it amazing how it's crazy to find yourself having to get comfortable with praying with God even by yourself? Because that was something that I think every Christian struggles with, even, and I struggled with it. And you're right, how once you become comfortable with praying yourself, how then it becomes more comfortable to pray with friends or pray in groups and stuff like that, because I can only imagine how, oh, I know. I mean, we're all there, 13 years old, go to youth group, and wow, I've never prayed with a bunch of kids before,
Yeah.
and then you learn, and after time, it's like, well, yeah, you don't pray.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's well, you hit it right on the head.
I believe
Very much so.
I think the Bible makes reference to the Holy Spirit giving you the words, and I would think that, like anything else in life, it takes practice to pray to God. You know what I mean? When you're praying by yourself, that takes practice to do it well. You know what I mean? I'm still getting better. I got ways to go. You know what I mean?
It's a constant walk, though.
So but it's a necessity. And then I'm saying that because of that and that practice that I've been doing, it has been bleeding over to, like, when I'm at Bible study and we do group prayer and that kind of stuff, and or I'm leading the prayer in front of a bunch of people. You know what I mean? I have seen and felt a noticeable connection to the two. Is my point there, that I took a long time to get to, and with distractions. Okay, so anyways, and then and for those of you who are still curious about the actual fasting part of it, yes, I have not had a morsel of food past these lips.
Hence the reason, is one of the reasons why I stopped by, is because I've been following his fast, and I just wanted to check on him and make sure, because a lot of people don't realize that going without food is something that a lot of Christians will do, fasting and stuff, but it gets to a certain point where it's a religious experience, but you got to have someone that checks in on you to make sure that you're still healthy. And he's doing good, so I'm praying for him. I'm hoping you get through the 21 days. I was talking to my brother about it the other day, and he's like, man, that's huevos. And it's hard, if you don't reach it, it doesn't matter, because you had your experience with God, and it ended when it ended because God chose to end it then. So if you don't make the 21 days, brother, it don't matter. Don't feel like you failed anybody. You haven't failed nobody. It's hard.
If I slip up within the 21 days, I'll just start over. But the thing is that now, okay, so for everybody listening, one of the things that's going to keep me from slipping up is I have just finally got my body to a point where I'm not having, like,
the hunger pains and stuff.
Like the feelings of, oh my God, I'm starving.
Yeah.
Right.
People don't realize it goes away.
It's just started
Then you start to feel weak.
It's just started to fade away. Now I have been feeling weaker. I've had memory issues. I'm hoping that kind of self-corrects. That would be nice. It may not.
No.
It may not. It may not.
Why do you think it's a coming to Jesus moment?
Hey, have you ever fasted for 21 days?
No, but I have.
All right,
fasted.
then don't speak like you have information on it.
Love you, dude. I can put the proof behind the pudding about changing someone's health. But yeah, you that's the whole experience, though, is you become really close to God when you're not eating.
Well,
you have to put a lot of faith in him.
Anorexics aren't necessarily close to God, but
it's for different reasons.
But when you're fasting to emphasize your prayers with God, God's going to listen a little bit more, because he can tell you're serious.
Yeah.
And going this whole 21 days, because I'm not just trying to, like, God bless these individual prayers. I'm asking God to help me get my life straight. Right? I'm 48 years old. I still live like a teenager. And I have for 48 years.
I can vouch for that. He does. He lives the bachelor life. He does. So, yeah. God bless him. Hey, that's not everybody lives the married life, people. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah. Some of us forgot to grow up.
Yeah, but that's all right. Look, he's getting more hair than me. I'm going bald. He's not.
Slowly I am, actually.
You're going gray, though.
Yeah, I'm going to be like Snow White. It's going to be funny.
Not too far from
when I'm like 60, I'm going to look like Santa Claus and shit.
Yeah. You gain your weight back, you can do that.
It probably will come back. Who knows, man?
Yeah. COVID has definitely put some weight on me.
The more time I sit on my butt, the more weight comes on.
Yeah.
You're just so distracted.
Don't say back on top. There's no topic today. I'm your topic. I'm that fabulous. So, and your viewers want to see me anyway.
Oh my gosh, who's watching here?
Right? You just get on there and say, "Who's the fat kid in the background with a New York hat that thinks he's
we
gonna
got
move
we
to
got Pat
Kentucky?"
Biggs watching.
So yeah, people. So check this out. Let me
Wait, shush,
No.
shush. So, hey Pat, I see that you're watching on Facebook, and you said good stuff, and then that you're fasting one meal. It's offer up to God. It's the deal, and that's cool, man.
Amen.
He says giving God a sacrifice was old times, but to sacrifice food is a good offering, in my opinion.
It is.
Thank you. Now Pat is a good friend of mine from way back. He's a really good guy. I mean, even before he was, I knew him before he was like, he's like a pastor at his church now, and
Nice.
and doing
Amen.
stuff. Yeah. And I actually knew him before that. And but I know the man's heart. Man is a really good
Genuine
dude. He's a really good dude. And yeah.
Well,
So thanks for watching, Pat. Hey, and thanks for being my friend, dude.
Pat,
I totally
I'm asking
appreciate
for your
you.
prayers, man. I'm asking for your prayers. So pray for me, Pat.
Yeah.
We're making a big migration.
He needs everybody's prayers, man.
Yeah. No, but that's why she'll let me have my shameless plug. I'm down here because Drew produces his show, and I'm looking for help producing my show, and he's showing me how to do this. But hey, I'm making a big, huge migration, people. This is huge. I'm actually going to document someone as crazy and as nuts as me to uproot his entire family and take not only himself and his belongings and his company and his business, but a farm. I am loading a farm into trailers, and I am moving 1,800 miles from the west coast of California to the east coast into Kentucky, not right on the coast, but pretty far east, just one state shy of the east coast. Because I felt God calling me to Kentucky to change my life and to be a witness for some reason out there, and to maybe change my life and to get my life back on track. So that's what I'm doing. He's laughing. But so that's what I'm doing, and we're going to be doing this and documenting. So I'm learning how to coordinate different platforms on a show, so that we can run this and let the world see how much faith you got to have in God and what you're doing to do it. So, and it's actually, we've already started the process. So we've already started broadcasting a first show, and we have roughly, I think, 100 and something days to pull this off. From right now, putting our house up for sale. We already got a house in Kentucky in escrow. So yeah, this is a real.
All right, save it for your show tonight.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Before he interrupts me again, I just want to say thank you for coming. I see King Vaughn. No, I'm not Muslim. Thank you very much for asking. If you Muslim, God will help you for sure. God's going to help me, and I'm not Muslim. Edwin, thanks again, bro. Anybody else who's watching, thank you for showing up. I totally appreciate your interest in watching what's going on here and in keeping up with this. I appreciate all of you. This is an experience. I have never, I mean, I think I might have like gone a day and a half without food in my whole life. I've never gone this long before without food. So this is all like a new experience. I wouldn't call it an adventure because, it wouldn't be something that anybody would do on purpose, unless they had like purpose. So what I will say is that I am feeling blessed by God, and I'm sure there's somebody out there whose eyes rolled. And trust me, I understand why you would do that. Okay, I understand. But what you don't understand is, what I'm talking about is real. There's nothing BS coming out of me about any of this. I'm just talking about my experience. My experience may not be the same as anybody else's experience, may not be the same as your experience. But if I will tell anybody and everybody, if you give God a chance if you give God a serious, genuine, authentic chance to work in your life, he will. That's just the truth. It is the absolute truth. And so what I want to finish this up with is that you guys are my friends. Love you all. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. On day 9.